demo here. We're going to be playing some No Man's Sky. Tried to do this a minute ago and the broadcast unexpectedly shut off. So we're going to try this as take 2. But I need to check my tubes of view real quick and see what's going on. But we're going to be doing a new playthrough, and this is going to be a different style. This is going to be the Pymp's Pierat playthrough. This was suggested by Pymp and Plays, and we're going to be doing this on PlayStation 4. We're going to be doing a Permadeath save. I'm going to read you the rules real quick. Rule number 1, you get the first 3 systems to prep for base building and crafting. Rule number 2, I play for roughly 3 hours in the first 3 systems. So it gives you about 10 hours of prep time. Rule number 3, once you complete the tutorial, you are no longer allowed to land on a planet or a building attached to a planet. Rule number 4, player-made sky bases are allowed as long as it is higher than the tallest mountain in the visible render distance. Rule number 5, you may land on freighters, space stations, and the Nexus. Rule number 6, trading items on the Nexus is allowed, but only through trading. You cannot accept any gifts while on the Nexus. Trading for food is acceptable. You can build a base on your freighter, which allows you to farm for craftables, hence why prepping in the first 3 systems is a good idea. After that, just keep yourself from landing. Now, this is flexible. There are some potentials for changes of the rules, but that is the basis of what's going on here. So let's go ahead and get started. Alrighty. Load in a new. Loading in a new save here. Alright. Hopefully I don't die very quick. This is going to be an ongoing series though, because I was a little fascinated with this idea, not landing on a planet after the first 3 systems. Alright, let's go ahead and initialize and get started. Alright, we are on a frost planet, it looks like. It is cold. Got that puffer plant right next to us. Oh, it is literally right next to us. Alright, see a sodium plant over there. Don't see a cave yet. Oh, we may have some problems. Alright, first thing we're going to do is we're going to get a heck away from that, and then we are going to run over here and get this sodium plant real quick. Scanner damage, ferrite dust required. We know what to do here, guys. We gotta get some ferrite dust real quick. Fix that scanner real quick. Thank you. Some sodium that way. Buried deck module close by. to plant. Well, we can definitely get some O2 from these guys, so that's cool. Another sodium plant. Looks like a cave entrance over there. Dihydrogen. Other free stuff we got. We got an oxygen capsule. Excellent. That'll help. Let's go see if this is an actual cave or just a goofy little opening. Grab this ferrite dust real quick. Not an actual cave. That sucks. Sodium plants this way. Ooh, we have a few of them over there. We're going to need ferrite dust. We're going to need carbon. Oh, look at that, guys. That is nice. Alright, so rule number 1 of permadeath saves early on. Don't run. It burns through your O2 way too fast. Don't use your jetpack too often. Alright, let's recharge that bad boy, recharge that bad boy. We're going to need some carbon. Recharge the mining laser. Let's get some of that now. Yeah, I know my thermal protection's falling. Thanks for letting me know. What do you guys think? Is my thermal protection falling? Alright, so we have the distress signal. We can head over that way. There was another sodium plant nearby. Little condensed carbon. Some unidentified minerals. Do we have an actual cave? We do. Alright, so that is definitely going to help. Alright, and there's a whole bunch of ferrite dust down here. So, we're going to allow our thermal protection to recharge while we're down here. That way we don't have to blow through any more sodium than we have to. And gather up a whole bunch of the ferrite dust while we're down here. We'll overheat. Weapon charge depleted. Alright, well we have some condensed carbon. Let's use that. Holla, Mary. How you doing, hon? Did you get your cigarette? Did you get a drink? Take a little break. Mary was streaming Conan for 6 solid hours. That woman is a beast. And really good at Conan. So, Mary, I am doing the Pymp's Pierat challenge, and I'm doing it in permadeath. I have the first 3 systems and the tutorial to get through, and then I'm not allowed to land on a planet ever again. I think it's kind of an interesting idea. I mean, I like themed playthroughs. $8 hours, nice. You had all sorts of thumbs up on that one too. You had, I think, 28 thumbs ups. Good job. Hey, no worries, no worries. I'll talk you to sleep on. Try and remember to say nice things, soothing things. course, you're probably going to wake up tomorrow morning having had terrible, terrible nightmares of Big Papa Timo dying repeatedly to freezing dinosaurs or some silly shit like that. Ah, you got a sword raid. Nice. That's always fun. Always a good way to get a whole bunch of people watching. I actually totally missed Sword's stream earlier too. I felt kind of bad, but I was sleeping. We all know how much I needed that sleep too. That was pretty bad, pretty bad. I need to take better care of myself. Alright, so we've got a little ferrite dust and some cobalt. We'll take that. Cobalt will actually be useful later. I totally needed that sleep. I totally needed that sleep. I wish I'd gotten more. I really would have I would have appreciated a 12-hour sleep, but I think I went to bed 3:30ish, I guess. Mid-lunch crisis went late. That was actually a 4-hour stream on our part for a 2-hour show. And guess I woke up at about 10 p.m. So 7 hours, not too shabs. Could have done more for sure. But I feel very, very refreshed. Good to go. Alrighty. I believe we are ready to go out and about in the world, kids. There I am running. I know better. I know better than to run too. I'm going to grab this condensed carbon real quick. Alright, we need to head roughly towards the distress signal. Alrighty. Oh, there's a sodium plant over there we can go grab real quick. Alright, I'm running again. Need to stop that. Longest stream was 10 hours, No Man's Sky. Right on. Right on. I think my longest stream was 16 hours so far, and that was just it was just straight playthrough. It was No Man's Sky as well. Tend to get lost in the game a little bit, but you know how that is. Pain clinic trip tomorrow. Were you saying you were having trouble feeling your hand earlier? Was that what was going on? I thought I heard you say that to Devante. Use this deuterium jetpack real quick. Get over here a little faster. Thermal protection falling, you don't say. I think I'm going fairly well on the ferrite dust here. Do need to recharge that real quick. Not bad on sodium. Grab the dihydrogen as I walk by. Yeah, I know, my thermal protection's falling. I get it. She's repetitive. She's worse than my GPS when I take a wrong turn. Alright, we have a little bit of O2 here. That's good, we'll take it. We have our radiant pillar. How you doing, Mr. Radiant Pillar? Let's go ahead and talk to the distress beacon. Oof. Yeah, that's never any good. I don't have shoulder problems. I have back problems. I have an L3, L4, L5 compression from when I was younger working in the elevator trade, and have all sorts of nerve damage from that. Never a good thing. Alright, let's take the viscous fluids. Cute little walkie creatures. Did that not give me anything? Little bastard. Awesome. Some good parts here, guys. Good parts. Let's go ahead and jump in El Señor Radiant Pilar. Alright. Iteration, whole bunch of numbers. We are online. Atlas connection. Intermittent. Launch thrusters. Offline. Pulse engine. Offline. Got a busted ass hoopty here, guys. Find myself alone in a strange world, unequipped and in danger. I have no memory of how I got here, no sense of a before, but the ship at least seems to recognize me. Controls react to my touch, or at least to that of my exosuit. And I am not dead yet, and this ship is a lifeline out of the stars. Let's go ahead and read the log. Recalculating, exactly. Turn left now. Alrighty, exosuit connected. Suggestion pod should perform maintenance. Select a desired return path. Repair ship systems. Duh. Self-guided repair protocols initiated. Alright, we need a hermetic seal and metal plating. Knew that was coming. Gonna have to go get that hermetic seal because we don't have one. Alright, metal plating we can make. Pure ferrite we can't make yet, but we do have a dihydrogen jelly. Let's do that. Let's go ahead and make the metal plating. Gonna jump ahead of myself here, of course, as I always do. Alright. Repair pulse engine, hermetic seal. Repair pulse engine, metal plating, done. Alright, board the starship and consult ship diagnostics. So basically you have to get out and then get back in. Vital ingredients missing. Unable to synthesize required components. Pulse engine requires a hermetic seal. Request assistance. Recalculating. Alright. Let's go get the cartographic data. Planetary chart, let's take it. Yes, please. That was a quick flash of me in my prison yellows. No, we have a crashed freighter nearby. That's just kind of begging for disaster, if you ask me, though. Alright, so let's grab a little bit more oxygen. It's not a tuba. Grab the cave marrow. And I'm going to actually do something kind of smart here. I'm going to jump back in the Radiant Pillar for a moment. Excuse me. And I'm going to check my inventory first. Alright, some geodes. Let's get rid of those. Crystal fragments. Let's get rid of those. Let's check our cargo slot. We are going to put ferrite dust in. Let's go ahead and just put all of that in here for now. Good place to store it. Oxygen capsule we want to keep. This can actually go in the starship. This can go in the starship, as can this, and that. We need to keep all of these on us. Alright, so recharge the life support. And away we go. Yes, thermal protection falling. Just wait till the storm comes. Big Papa Timo, how do you know a storm's going to come? The storm always comes. Now, of course, first time I ever played, I didn't know anything about the order of operations for this game, and kind of got a little bit lost in the first storm. Bought the farm, and the farmer done died. Alright, we are 690 units away. Cold protection is holding for now. Incoming storm, you don't say. Alright, well, we should actually be moving instead of focusing on this guy, but I hate puffer plants. Now let's recharge the thermal protection as the storm starts rolling in. We're going to do what I said never to do. We're going to run. And we're going to use some jetpacks. Grab this. Thermal protection falling, you don't say. Yes, yes, I know. The only real downside is this is permadeath, so if I die, I die. Storm is a little rough. Just a little, though. Whoops, wrong button. Hate to die trying to build a refiner. I don't have hazmat gauntlets, can't grab those yet, but hey, look, a building. Made it, we survived. Thermal protection stabilizing. Alright, 6 or 7 logs corrupted. Let's recover those supplies. Always grab the free stuff, guys. Always grab the free stuff. Alright, storm should be clearing relatively soon. We need a carbon nano too. Let's go ahead and let's make our carbon nanotube real quick. Pop the analysis visor in. There we go. Alright, ships over there. We got a whole bunch of stuff nearby. Got an unknown building. Ancient data structure. That's actually good to know. Got a whole bunch of damaged machinery nearby too. Not just this one right here, that's always right here. Oh, I hate how it does that. Alright, well, we can do that. Life support at 35. That's no bueno. Hi, critter. Right, I have already located my starship. I don't know why it keeps telling me to do that. See? Starship. Thanks. Let's go get the free stuff after blowing up this puffer. Boop. Well, yes, we will take the rusted metal. A little extra O2, never hurt anybody. I think Papatimo gets a little bit impatient and always runs and uses the jets. It's actually a horrible, horrible habit of mine. Alrighty, moving right along. Another puffer plant. So a lot of puffers. Really, really good for the O2. Can't use either of those. Can use that though. I see a few more out there. I wonder if it would be worth our time to go get them. It's not a tuba. Alright, that's actually... yeah, it'll be worth it. It'll be worth it. Yep, yep, yep. More over yonder. I get it. My thermal protection is falling. Yeah, it was totally worth it. Totally worth the side trip. Pretty much walked in a circle around my ship. To get a few extra sodiums. But you need it, so... target of opportunity. Now I don't have, you know, a ton of time to spend on these planets doing stuff. let's fix that problem. Alright. Alright, we should start scanning things. It's not going to give us the most units because we obviously don't have any upgrades on the scanners, but I do want to start gathering secondary minerals. People Bum, how you doing, buddy? Good morning. Alright, we have a little sodium up that away. People, I am doing a new permadeath save. Just started. Doing the Pymp's Pierat challenge. I have 3 systems and roughly 10 hours to never touch the planetary surface ever again. Mary, you get some good rest, hon. Get some good rest. You know where to find me if you need me. Component repaired. Alright, so next we need to... I could have sworn that I did the... There we go. I did do the... Alright, so I need metal plating. So I did do the dihydrogen jelly is what I was trying to say. My brain is not the best at times. I get distracted so easily. Alright, so let's put some condensed carbon in there. Yeah, we can just throw some carbon in first. Get some more condensed. Oh, right on, right on. Well, I can go ahead and read you the rules real quick. There's pretty simple rules here. Pymp and posted them up in Discord for us earlier. Rule number 1, you get the first 3 systems of prep for base building and crafting. That's why I said I get the first 3. Rule number 2, you have approximately 3 hours in each of the first 3 systems for about 10 hours of prep time. Rule number 3, once you complete the tutorial, you are no longer allowed to land on the planet or a building attached to a planet. Rule number 4, player-made sky bases are allowed as long as they are higher than the tallest mountain in the visible render distance. Rule number 5, you may land on freighters, space stations, and the Nexus. Rule number 6, trading items on the Nexus is allowed, but only through trading. You cannot accept any gifts while on the Nexus. Trading for food is acceptable. And rule number 7, you can build a base on your freighter, which will allow you to farm for craftables. Hence why prepping in the first 3 systems is a good idea. After that, just keep yourself from landing. And there might be some additional rules added on to it, but that's where we stand right now. Oh, I see free stuff in the distance. Let's put a little bit more fuel. Actually, let's... What the heck? Alright, why is this flashing at me? I gotcha. Yeah, okay. Alright, so we need to do the rusted metal into ferrite dust real quick. I have plenty of ferrite dust, but I'm still going to do it that way, just to get it out of the way, and then we will make some pure ferrite. Thermal protection falling, of course it is. Don't know why I just grabbed the health. I know better. Alright, got a little dihydrogen. What's up, guys? How you doing? Sorry, I'm going to scare you a little bit. That's alright. Big Papa Timo is just here to gather resources. And you're not a resource for me yet. Alright, let's scan the hazardous plants. We're going to need some more carbon. You know we're going to need carbon for building. Now, this is going to be the ironic thing is we actually have to build a base for the tutorial. So what I think I'm actually going to do is when I build the base, I'm going to specifically find the highest point around, and I'm going to make sure that even my first base is a sky base per se. It will be above the tallest mountain in the foreseeable area and not be touching the ground when I'm done with it. Yeah, stop flashing at me, jeez. Alright, so let's put that there. Let's make some pure ferrite right off the bat. Alright, we're going to jump back in the ship, get a free recharge on that. And while we do that, let's shift a few things right now, not technology. Jeez Louise. Alright, that can go in there, that can go in there. Exosuit. Let's see what's in the crystal fragments. We can put a shield module in here. We can move the jetpack in here. We can move the life support and hazard protection. Alright, cool. Fairy dust can definitely go. Viscous fluids are just going to be for sale. Marrow bulbs. Alright, let's actually move the living slime real quick, and the nav data for that matter. Alright. Jump in our portable refiner. Alrighty. Now, it's not going to be too big of a challenge for me to not touch down on a planet once I get to a certain point. Just getting to that point is going to be kind of goofy for me. Alright, so we need to exit the ship and collect our portable refiner and then get back in and fly away. But we need this to finish, and we're only at 20%, so while that's doing that, let us gather some more resources. Thermal protection falling, you don't say. Probably, ooh, let's identify. It was just, it was a very, very interesting concept to do the whole don't touch down on a planet. Now, I might be wrong. This might actually be a really hard challenge for me. But, I think I'll be able to do it. My biggest problem is I won't be able to get down on planets and scan things. That's what's going to bother me the most. Because I do like doing a bit of planetary exploration, and I'm going to have to make sure that before I leave the surface, I really stock up on a lot of tech modules. I think that's also going to be a challenge, but without being on a planetary surface, you don't need a lot of the building things. So I'll have to also kind of pay attention to what I'm picking up in the way of tech. Because I won't need everything per se. Right, there's carbon, or not carbon, copper. 66%. So while it's doing that, let's gather some more. thought that was sodium. Work our way towards that one while we're blasting these trees. Thermal protection falling. Well, the permadeath aspect is actually not the important part of this particular challenge. You can, he did state that you can do it on any platform and you can do it on any difficulty. But I decided to do it on permadeath just because it makes it even more of a challenge. Since I don't do that much building anymore, it's not, that's not my primary concern these days. I've always been more of an exploration kind of guy. And honestly, I get to the point where I just like making the cash, making that space cheddar. And I'm really into ship scrapping. I actually really enjoy that. So I mean, there are plenty of ways for me to make money. That's not going to be the issue. Alright, so we are all functional. Let's fire off. Seek answers among the stars. Irvan system. While we're waiting on the mission to pop up, might as well shoot some stuff. Apparently I got a gold nugget. Got another gold nugget. Yay! And there was much rejoicing. Hey, you got an incoming transmission. Phone call. I will identify myself. Sure, why not? A decent number of planets in this system, too. Shame I'm never going to be able to step foot on them again. Look at that, sodium right next door. Take it. I'll take it. And he sticks the landing. Like literally put the save point right through the radiant pillar. Oh, lushy. Alright, so that's convenient. Hello, scan the critter. Scan, thank you. Yeah, having the lushy is definitely going to help because this way I'll be able to utilize this planet to get as much buried tech modules as I can. Alright, gonna have to do the base computer, extract plans. terrain manipulator. Alright, so we need to go to multi-tool. And we need to do terrain manipulator. 2 carbon nanotubes and a dihydrogen jelly. I think we could do that. It would be nice if I'd stop pushing the wrong button. 2, 1. What does it tell me to build now? Yeah, I was just thinking that exact same thing, that the multi-tool is pretty much going to be useless after a certain point, because once you're no longer on the planetary surfaces, what do you need a multi-tool for? You don't. But what I do need to do is start gathering those. Sodium deposit, paraffinium deposit, knowledge stones, copper deposit that away, sentient plant, buried tech module that way. Well, the scanning becomes problematic because if you can't set foot on the planet's surface... Ow! Really? I was all the way over here. Unless somebody makes a sky base that I can visit, I'm not going to be able to... I mean, I can't even go to a trading post because that's on the planet's surface. So I won't even be able to scan from that way. There's curious deposits over that way. Alright, let's grab these O2 plants. Hello, Mr. Sentinel. Grab this knowledge stone. Yeah, but for scanning for the planets, you don't need the multi-tool. You have a ship scanner for that. Alright, let's accept that knowledge. So at least I don't have to spend lots of money on a multi-tool. Which is a downside of mine. I do like to spend money on those nice multi-tools. So I think if I find like a nice C class or B class with some slots early on, I can put a decent scanner in it just to make some money. Alright, so buried tech module that way. I wish I would stop doing that. Let's go see what this critter is. Oh, he's a big one. Alright, so there should be no predators on this planet, because that's 4 different types of the bouncy bouncies. Or at least that's according to KJ. Shouldn't be, she says. There's always that caveat that They are possible, but there should not be predators here. This is a nice planet, too. This is a nice planet. I'll get you copper eventually. Alright, so buried tech module that way. Knowledge stone, buried tech module that way. Whippersnapper. Some free stuff. Ooh. Running out of cargo space already. I do like this planet, though. Excuse me. He's a cute one. You're a cute one, Mr. Grinch. Alright, let's go actually find a copper deposit before I... Do you think the scanner on the ship is the same one in the multi? Possible, because you can't actually get rid of all of your multi-tools. You always have one. So you always have a scanner. But it doesn't... You don't get any added benefit of updating a multi-tool for your ship scans. It's not like you get more money discovering planets. Like I said, it's a fairly interesting concept. Shot for the hole, guys. Don't fall down the hole. Alright, so I have... Ooh, more critters. Alright, so it wants me to make a base computer. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up that way. Pretty sure that's the highest point. rendering distances. Alright, so let's go get this sodium real quick. I know the jumping pineapples are always fun. The other fun one that is the bouncing dildos. I mean, there's no other nice way to say it. When you get on some of those planets, you just get the little gumdrop dildo guys jumping around. They're always funny. Alright, so I believe we have another copper deposit. Yes, we do. Grab this real quick. This does not seem to want to restore very well. Huh. Inventory is full. Alright, so let's check the inventory real quick. What do we have that we can get rid of? Let's get rid of the silicate powder. What do we get instead? We get ammo. Okay, wasn't really... You forgot the little bouncing gumdrop guys? Alright, so here's my question. If I can get up on top of this one. Now see, that one's completely flying. Don't know if this one is or not. I want to say this one's actually higher. Very Dr. Seuss. Truffle the trees from the Lorax. Alright, so what we're going to do here is we are going to drop the refiner. Fuel this bad boy up. Let's make ourselves some chromatic metal. Oh, I forgot to charge up my launch thrusters. That's unfortunate. Cripes. Open night. Open night. Alright, so we're going to just gather a few more resources while that's running. Pretty planet, really is. Really is a pretty planet. Oops. That right there is the problem with gathering more resources while you're doing this. Alright, let's make some more. Got some geodes. That frees up some space. Can always condense down some carbon if we had to. We have some room for some ferrite dust. There we go. Don't really need the paraphidium. Well, hello, Mr. Sentinel. How are you doing? Nice to meet you. Alright, so I do need room for the chromatic, and I need room for the refiner. Alrighty. Pop that in there. Guess it doesn't really matter where I put this. It's very temporary anyways. Okay, register the land as my own. Archives available. See what it's got to say. Let's extract some plans real quick. Wooden wall, carbon. Okay. Got some blueprints. Wants me to construct a shelter. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go through this real quick. Of course there's an incoming storm. All right. Now we need to make some magnetized ferrite. We're going to do it the long way. Going to make some ferrite dust. I'm actually going to make a second refiner. Yeah, there's always a storm there, kind of like when you go get the hermetic seal, there's always a storm going to get the hermetic seal. Alright, let's go ahead. We're going to make some sodium out of the marrow bulbs real quick. In case you guys didn't know, that's a wonderful way to gather some sodium early on if you find a cave. Always, always awesome. Alright, we're going to take some carbon here, turn that into condensed carbon. This is why I wanted to do 2 of them, because it'll keep me busy for a few. Harvest resources from inside my building. Ferrite dust and carbon, there is a very useful mineral right there. These ones that are dropping some poo on me, not so much. Carbon's always good. Don't need the facium right now. Alright, we already have some pure ferrite. We can make some magnetized ferrite right off the bat. Get that rolling, but I did want that to refine down. Let's take a look at our inventory. Again, don't need paraffin. Really don't need the star bulb or the frost crystal right now. It's 1,000 units worth of facium already. I'm going to need my ship over here, though. How far away from the pillar are we? 7 minutes. Right. Well, that's going. Let's process that. Craft carbon nanotube. I think we can do a carbon nanotube. Construction research unit. Pop that in the corner. How is everybody doing today? Good morning. We are doing the Pymp's Pierat playthrough. This is a special challenge. You get 3 systems, and then you have to never return to a planetary surface again. Roughly 10 hours worth of prep time, and then you're done. Alright, so I need 4 metal plating and 2 carbon nanotubes. I'm also going to need the biofuel reactor. Alright, so 4 metal plating, 2 carbon nanotubes, what was the other thing I needed? Buildable technologies. Gonna need a biofuel reactor and the electrical wires. Let's go interact with the base computer. There we go. No worries, people bum, no worries. You can lurk all you want. I do appreciate the conversation, though. I really do. It's funny that you feel a need to entertain me, the entertainer. I'm just going to jam as much crap in here as I possibly can. Alright. It's a shame I can't call my pillar in. Alright, so now I need to do a biofuel reactor. So I need to do 1 more metal plating. Boop. Then we need to run power from there to there. Alright, let's grab that. Fill that. Finish this. Grab that. Fill that. Finish that. Alright, so we have 58 condensed carbon. Which is good, because we can use that for that. Alright, so we have successfully fueled the biofuel reactor. Explore the planet and expand your base. I will. Teleport network restricted. Got for us. Alright, so we are going to need to go to the space station. Meanwhile, our base is just chugging right along. We're going to grab this. I'm going to throw some carbon in here while it's going. Let this finish up real quick. Throw some more carbon into that one. Yep, Permadeath and I'm jumping off of things. That was crazy. Quite literally could have ended that challenge right there. Alright, so what? Subterranean relic. Alright, they're close by the base. That's good to know. Well, hello, Mr. Sentinel. I was not shooting the tree. Wasn't me. Can't prove a thing. Didn't realize I ran so far away from the pillar. Interesting. Ow. Ow. Really? What kind of a range do you have? Alright, so now we're 1,100 units away from the pillar. Recharge that, recharge that. Shields are all recharged, still down a health bar. So if I see another bit of... See another bit of free stuff with the health, I can use that. Speaking of cargo drops. Oh, excuse me, sorry. Didn't mean to sniffle in y'all's ears. Changes in the weather. Got my sinuses all out of whack. Alrighty, getting there. Slowly but surely. Surely it can't be serious. I am serious. Don't call me Shirley. Alright, so we're still in our first system. We've been here for an hour and 20 minutes so far. I think we are just about right on track. Just about right on track. Grab these knowledge stones. Knowledge is power. The more you know, and knowing is half the battle. Definitely not a product of my environment growing up as a child of the 80s. Nope, not at all. G.I. Joe didn't get into my head. Yes, it did. More free stuff. No health, which sucks. But that's alright. Oh shoot, this whole time I should have been looking for buried tech modules. Bad Timo. Bad Timo. 382. Should be one right over by the ship because it's at that building. Worst explorer ever. Ouch, ouch. That hurt. That's what we call a no bueno. No bueno. Korvac's word for convergence. There's the good old radiant pillar. And some condensed carbon crystals. Yes, please. Why won't you let me get there? Okay, so the ship is probably blocking me from getting to that. That's annoying. Oof. Alright, so launch thrusters. No uranium, no launch fuel. Do have some gold nuggets. Trading hypercluster. And what do we need for launch fuel? We need metal plating. Boop. Boop. There we go. Alright, let's go investigate this space station real quick, guys. And we're off. Hostile subspace scan failed. Little boogers. Trying to get me already? Trying to get me already? Alright. It is 5 a.m. here on the East Coast of the United States. How are y'all doing today? Alright, first space station. Nice short runway. Explore space station. Find life forms to ask about the mysterious signal. Sounds like a plan. Hi, who are you? Ask about other travelers. Nope, didn't hear me. I want to check something real quick. Nope. I wanted to see if I could get the dialect help off of him. Oh, they're watching me, guys. I'm not alone. Alrighty. Visit the cartographer for directions to outposts and other buildings. Take missions. Oh yeah, there's all sorts of stuff we can do. Alright, let's talk to the Viking. Let's get some dialect help. Now, we are probably going to learn an awful lot of language with this challenge, because if we can't go to the planet's surface after the third system, we are going to be spending a lot of time in space stations. So we'll be talking to a whole lot of these guys. Alright, but in the meantime, let's see what we can sell. Alright, we'll buy a Parapetium. Cobalt. Yeah, we can get rid of that. Facium, definitely get rid of that. Starbulb, bye-bye. Living slime. Viscous fluids. Gold, silver, and platinum. I think I'm going to hold on to that for now. Alright, well, before I do that, we need to go to the other side. Training milestone achieved. Learn 8 words. Get our suit upgrade. Heck yeah. Don't need to upgrade the ship. Let's see what we got in the box. C-class cross pattern. Ooh, don't see that too often. Can we say piece of crap multi-tool? But, you know, gotta check them all. What's up, guys? How y'all doing? Let's see if there's anything cool back here. Alright, so we're going to use the teleporter. Head back to our base. Back to T-Mobile. Now, why in the heck did it do that? So I tried typing something into chat there, and it totally reset my YouTube. Alright, well, now I gotta get chat back up and running. Bear with me 1 second, guys. Eosipi Minor is this particular planet. It's a beautiful lushy. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Hey, got a whole bunch of bird creatures. Such a pretty planet. It's a shame I'm not going to be able to step foot on it after the end of this challenge. decoding. 16, 16, 16. Signal acquired. Life signs detected. Alright, so it is correctly named. So we need to reach said signal. And it is over there. How far away are we? Not too far. Jump in El Señor Radiant Pilar. Alright, so no real tall mountains or anything, so I think my my little plateau, well, there's the Hala terminus. Boop. So we know where we're going to be headed shortly for that Hala terminus. Hala terminus. Hala. Let's request that log. Hyperdrive blueprints. You don't say. Alright, so I have the chromatic metal. We're good on that. No, I'm definitely not putting it there. I'll put it here. Thank you. But I need the microprocessor. And then we're also going to move some technology. So we have some more slots available. And honestly, I'm not going to use the rocket launchers. Might as well dispose of that. Put everything in the exosuit temporarily. Alright, so we've got that. Now we need to make some more launch fuel. And of course we need another metal plating. And a launch fuel. Alright, now we don't need it to take off now because we actually did get the free parking, which is always wonderful. Oh, install hyperdrive by microprocessors, and it had the number of units required. Now the funny thing is, I already have some of the microprocessors. Now what I was trying to do, I want to see if this works. I tried setting this up before. Of course not. Anybody watching that wants to join my Discord, though, the link is down below in the description. My Stream Elements is not currently correctly set up. But that doesn't surprise me because I was the one doing it. I probably forgot to hit the little activate button. Alright, now I do want to move some of these back. I know I just moved them over here, but helps me keep things straight in my head when I can see what's what, where it is, and all that jazz. Nav data, salvage data. There we go. And I still have 3 microprocessors. So let's go get 2. Oh, so close. Alright, well, we are definitely not selling salvage data. We can definitely sell that. We can sell that. Still don't have enough. Can we sell some chromatic metal? Sell the magnetized ferrite for now. Sell the nav data. Sell the chromatic. Sell the silver. Sell the gold. And the platinum. Now we go back to buy. Plenty of money for 2 of those. There we go. I sold the chromatic metal. Silly me. Okay, so sometimes Big Papa Timo is not the smartest person. That's funny. That's funny. That's okay. I've got copper. Gotta pay attention, guys. Otherwise you make rookie mistakes like I did. Teleport loading screen, always fun. Alright, we are back to T-Mobile. We are going to need some more of that. Let's get that rolling. Pretty sure there was, yep, a copper deposit right there. Ironically, that's the copper deposit we already got. And I've gotten stuck in my own hole in the ground. Alright, paraffinium. Paraffinium. Sentient plants. Sodium. Okay. I'm going to head this way. Because we need every bit of buried technology we can find. That one was barely buried. That's hard. Paraffinium. Let's go check out these curious deposits. Don't have the advanced mining laser yet. We've learned 10 words. Buried tech module this way. Still gonna need another copper deposit too. You. You ever notice when you're actually looking for a health restorative, you can't find one? But when you don't need them, they're all over the place. Yep. I do like these nice big patches of sodium-rich plants. Found one on an airless moon once that had to have probably 90 plants in it. Got all these critters. Paraffinium. Copper. Don't get me now, copper. Morning, Jenny. How you doing, buddy? Alright, Beaver Bum. I'll see you around, buddy. Leave me in Jenny's capable hands. deep hole. So good news, Jenny. Found my other copy of No Man's Sky. I have to get that sent out to you soon. Ancient data structure. Totally want that. Got some new mods for me to download? Right on. Which mods did you find? Alright, 375, 105. Well, there's the ancient data structure right there. Am I going to get lucky? Will there be a buried, or will it be nav data or drop pod coordinate data? What? I'm just picking up cubes. What are you looking at? Investigate all you want. Yeah, if you want to start a chat, just shoot me an invite. And I'll jump over. That way I don't have to blue screen for too long. Another ancient data structure. Oh, it smells like somebody's brewing some coffee. Space coffee. Yum. Alright, copper, paraffinium. Just seeing if there's anything closer. Oh, those are further. Alright guys, gonna blue screen for 1 sec. While I jump into a chat with Jenny here. Alright, I'm back. From outer space. Alright, so there's a buried tech module over there, but I think I actually needed to go that way. Unless there's a sodium. No, but I'm going to go get this drop over here and get the buried tech module, and then I will go.
Good morning.
Morning, Jenny. How you doing, man?
I was doing alright. I was sitting here waiting for you to get on, and then I passed out.
Yeah, so yesterday after mid-lunch crisis broadcast, I fell asleep and actually got a good solid, like 6-7 hours of sleep.
Nice.
It was quite nice. No angry 20-year-old daughter waking me up this time.
No, there was... Because I got on earlier, because Reaper was on, so I had to download, do a couple updates on certain mods.
Yeah, I saw we got a whole bunch of updates come through.
There's only like 3. And then Reaper has a whole new map download.
Yeah, I saw I downloaded Welkers.
Yeah.
Did you download Welkers?
Yeah, I did.
Alright.
And then when I it downloaded, my girl got home, I had to get off because she rented from Redbox and Zombieland 2 and Adam's Family.
What's up, Pac-Man? And yes, I did. We were doing yesterday's broadcast, and um, saw the lovely smoke, and we see the new stuff that's coming out where we're going to get the new colors coming soon. Sorry, Jenny, go ahead.
So I got off, and then after I was done watching the movies, I went to go get back on, and I guess Reaper got off because
Gotcha.
of his stream. Somebody or two people in his stream, something along the lines of that. And what Tragic was explaining to me. Two people disliked his stream.
Yeah, I saw him post about that. I'll have to actually watch the stream and see what's up.
He I guess it was two people. Tragic says he thinks he knows who they are, and it really pissed him off, and he got off the game.
Yeah, we'll see. I'll talk to him about it later.
Yeah, I don't want to explain too much because it's a stream.
Yeah.
No, there's a selling station mod. No, it's new. It's a placeable point of sale. Allows with the use of progressive map and placement on a flat ground at the place of your choice. Accepted products: wheat, barley, granola, sunflowers, soybeans, maize, potatoes, sugar beets, sugar canes, oats, eggs, and milk.
Oh, cool.
Price is 15,000 for it. But I was talking to Reaper about it earlier. I said I didn't know. That's all it says, in the description. I don't know if it's like one of those ones like you place down and you go there, you dump your stuff in it, and it sells it to whoever has the higher price.
It's
Or
probably its
it's
own
like,
place like my barn is.
yeah, that's what he said. You know, but I downloaded it. I haven't tried it. It's one of those things.
Yeah, cool. Well, when I'm done with
Um,
this stream, we'll get some mods downloaded on my side and test some stuff out.
there's another. I don't know if it just came with the Wilkes. I don't know. I'll have to start up the map. I was playing on the Wilkes, throwing around on my own earlier, and there was a silo in my thing that held 1,000,000 of things. Like, it held like 1,000,000 wheat, stuff like that. Weird.
Gotcha.
I don't know if it was a mod. I just grabbed it, put it down, and then hated it.
Gotcha. Let me catch up on chat real quick here. Ooh, shoot. Hole in the ground. Almost bit. I'm playing Permadeath here. I gotta be a little bit careful. Alright, Pac-Man. So, yeah, we're supposed to get, they did the information download earlier today, where the only thing that really shows visually is the smoke on the jetpack. But, like you said, with the appearance modifier, we are getting new visuals for the jets themselves, where you're going to have a choice of colors. And we're getting another update Monday the 27th, which is probably when they're going to go live with a lot of this stuff, whether they tie it into the community missions or not. Zane did actually a video on the save files, because he does PC stuff, and he went into the game files themselves and found all the icons and such. So we will be having some new stuff coming in the way of jets out of your jetpack will be colored. You can choose your color. There's going to be, I think, red, blue, green, rainbow. I'm not sure what the other one was. And then the ship modifier will be able to modify the trails on our ships as well. Well, that's a crappy copper deposit right there. So yeah, some interesting stuff coming, but we got to go through couple different stages here. We'll see. We'll see. Did I see Gray still plays? I did not. Or at least I don't remember specifically watching that person. I was flipping through a whole bunch of different videos on Farming Simulator 19, which is what Jenny and I were actually just talking about. Some of the mods for that. So I might have. What type of stuff does he do? Like you're saying, he does funny videos about Farming Simulator. Anything in particular? Gotcha. Yeah, there's some pretty goofy stuff you can do in Farming Simulator. There's some interesting mods out there too. My biggest thing is playing on PS4, we don't have all of the mods that they have available on PC. PC has a ton of mods available. I don't know if I can get down here far enough. I think the one that I want the most is the Strongman mod that you can actually pick up and move things by hand. I'm sick and tired of not being able to move some of this stuff. The eggs in particular.
Or just the pellets themselves.
Oh, is he the one that did the 1 kilometer long conveyor belt for the potatoes, and when he put the last one in, it launched it into space? Launched the conveyor into space? I did see that one. It was pretty funny. Curious deposit, don't have the laser for that. Paraffinium. Veritech module. Life support power low. I really need another copper deposit. There we
go. Here's something you might want to try out.
What's that?
The Fiegel transport box. I'm looking at the pictures. It's a box. It's like a pallet box, but it's not a. It don't have a pallet on there. This box is mostly used to transport small things, example, small bales and pieces of wood, but it looks like a pallet.
Mm-hmm.
And it attaches. You can attach it to the front of your tractor. As long as you got the tractor triangle 3-point. We have that downloaded. At least I do. I don't know if you guys do.
What, the tractor 3-point? Yeah, we've got that.
Yeah, but it's open on the top, and you know how we're having problems with selling the eggs. You should be able to, you can grab things out of the box. At least they'll be stacked clean, and you can still grab them and put them on the thing if you have to just sell. You know.
Mm-hmm.
I want to download it anyways, just in case. Oh, and there's another mod that I think you would. You know how you got all them bunker silos?
Mm-hmm.
Did you look at them all before you downloaded any?
No, not really.
Okay, there's a bunker silo. It's a big U-shaped one, open in the middle. It's just one big U-shape. It's called the lighted bunker silo. It's got 4 lights that come on it. I know we don't usually work through night, but you know.
Well, I had everything lit up before I had to sell all my lights.
Yeah. But it's, you know, I downloaded it. I told Reaper about it. I'm telling you, because the only things I downloaded was the map that he has. The bunker silo, lighted bunker silo. This Fiegel transport box, obviously. There's one other. Oh, there's one other. I don't know. I have to go.
Homeless guy in Czech Republic simulator. Hobo tough life. Alright, so before I do this, I need to... Ooh, hiccups. Make sure I have some room for additional stuffs. That's what I was worried about, that it would do it like that. I want the copper more than the silicate.
Oh, Fun Ramp's one of the other ones I downloaded too.
What is the other one? Fun Ramps?
Fun Ramp. It's literally called Fun Ramp.
Alright, let's get the pillar back in here. Fly back over to base real quick. You can land anytime now, ship. Thank you. Alright, let's get some more copper going on. Gotta get our chromatic metal on. Finish this going. Hobo Tough Life is the farming sim. Now I'm curious. I'm actually gonna have to Google that one.
Alright, that was the other one I downloaded. I just found it. Because I was thinking it was the trailer thing with the truck too, or whatever.
Yeah.
No, I said I was gonna try to get something that was lower to the ground. I downloaded the Fliegel low body trailer. Pull behind with the tractor, but you can also drive vehicles up it, use it as a transport trailer too. Plus it'd be easier to transport like your cages and stuff. Or pallets and things. But I'll be right back. I gotta use the bathroom real quick.
Alright, so I'm sitting here looking at the thing for this. So there's Bum Simulator, Homeless Simulator, Hobo Tough Life. Apparently there's a whole bunch of survival games like that. You basically have to survive being homeless. Not trying to poke fun at being homeless, guys. Don't get me wrong. I just find it very interesting that they have survival games about that. That's pretty interesting. Alright, let's throw some more copper in here. Get a little bit more of that going on. Charge that all the way up. How is everybody doing? It is 5:40 a.m. on the East Coast. I'm Big Papa Timo. We are playing some No Man's Sky. We are on a permadeath save. And we are doing a special kind of permadeath save. We are doing the Pymp's Pierat playthrough. Basically, you get 3 systems to go through. Your first 3 systems. And once you are done with the tutorial, you never set foot on a planetary surface ever again after that. So you have to do a decent amount of planning to do that. But yeah, so I'm prepping for leaving the surface of the planets behind. There's my hyperdrive. Hyperdrive installed. Excellent. Excellent. True. What's up, D. Morty? You know, I actually did sleep. I slept yesterday. I went to bed after the Mid-Lunch Crisis broadcast and slept for a solid 6 hours. Would have preferred to sleep for more, but it is what it is. Alright, objective complete. Let's see what we got to do next. Return to the ship. Okay, well, I'm right here. There we go. Alright, let's scan for some antimatter.
I'm back.
Welcome back. Okay, we gotta do a planetary scan from orbit. Alright, before we do that, I want to check these guys real quick. Oop. Oh my goodness. My door is just ever so slightly above ground surface. So it doesn't let me in and out very well. Let's finish this one up and then we'll go. See ya! Alright.
I got some on the Ravenport.
Got a little launch thruster action going on here. Let's take off. Hit the scanner from orbit. Alright, we have found some antimatter. Man, the Mountain Dews begin.
Yep.
Alright, we are back on the frozen planet.
Glad it's Thursday. It's payday.
Nice. Alright. Grab a little save and chart. A little happy jump. Now, if I were bold and daring, I would go get some of these larval cores. But I'm not bold and daring.
Whap.
But I do see a health restorative on the wall. Oh, as I get whacked again. Grab some goop. Let's take the blueprint and read the log. And we got the recipe for antimatter. Excellent. Happy jump. Health restored. There we go. Alright, we need to craft some antimatter and antimatter housing and then make a warp cell. We can do that from inside the ship though. Don't need to stand out here in the cold. Alright, so antimatter, boop. Antimatter housing, boop. Warp cell, boop. And fuel up that hyperdrive. Here we go. Let's launch into space to test our interstellar systems. Alright, we're about to make our first jump, guys. Now we have no scanners at all, so we have no idea. Anomalous signal blocking warp. That's interesting. Never seen that before. What I would like to do is find a Viking system within jump range with lots of planets. Since I only get 3 systems, might as well make the most of them. So I have a Korvax, I have a Viking, and next I'm going to need a Gek. Okay, let's accept. Fuel source detected. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and jump into the space station though. Grab my suit upgrade. And then I think that's going to be it for this particular first installment of the Pimp's Pirate playthrough. Because Big Papa Timo needs some coffee. And I'm curious about some of these mods Jenny's been finding. So I think I'm going to switch over to some Farming Simulator 19 very soon. Alright. Why does that not like to turn quickly? There we go. Sorry about that. If that was giving you guys a little whiplash, I apologize. Gotta check the box before we leave though. This is for lava lamps. Hey, look at that. C-Class. It's pink and green. And more money than I have, so I think my control stick is messed up. The right stick. Alrighty, gonna jump back in and out of the Radiant Pillar real quick, get myself a nice little save.
I love how you buy land and it tells you don't own this land.
You don't own that land. Till next time guys though, fly safe.